everyone.
大家早。
So I'm Daniel.
我名字叫戴一。
This year I'm 22.
我今年22岁。
And I just graduated from NYU.
我刚从纽约大学毕业。
So I just wanted to share kind of a few kind of reflections I had about college.
所以我要借这个机会来做一些对我4年大学的回顾分享。
I want to touch on kind of 3 main ideas.
我会讲到3个主题。
The first is about identity.
第一个就是我们的身份，我们的认定，在主里的身份。
The second is about God's faithfulness.
第二个讲到神的信实。
And lastly, I want to talk about God's grace.
第三个我要讲到神的恩典。
So just to begin, I have a few photos I wanted to share.
那在一开始呢，我想先让大家看几个我照的照片。
So this is taken in my first year of college.
这是我在纽约大学第1年的时候照的照片。
As you can tell, I'm a lot skinnier than before.
我瘦很多那时候。
你知道我以前很瘦。
But I'm in front of a bubble tea place.
这里照的是一个珍珠奶茶的地方。
And I was pleasantly surprised that being in New York, I would be able to have this kind of dessert.
我很惊喜的发现，在纽约居然有这样的珍珠奶茶店，就是 Coco。
And I kind of wanted to share this picture because this is one of the first pictures I took.
这个照片是我第一次到纽约的上学的一个照片。
Yeah. The reason why I wanted to take this picture is because it reminded me of the time I spent in China.
那这个照片让我想起当年我在北京中国所居住的年岁。
And of course, being in New York, it's about 3 times the price.
当然，这个珍珠奶茶价钱比起中国是贵3倍。
But I still enjoyed it.
但是我还是很享受。
Yeah. And so throughout kind of the first year of college, I was kind of excited because I was able to live in such a beautiful city.
那我很高兴在第1年就到纽约可以去住到这么一个美丽的城市。
Never in my whole life I would have thought I would end up in New York City.
我在我之前我从来没想过我会去住在纽约城。
I watched a lot of movies growing up about New York.
我从小看过很多有关电影里面提到拍摄在纽约。
But I never experienced it myself until now.
但是我一直没有去到，直到我上了这个学校。
And so this picture is taken of kind of the school campus.
这个地方就是我的纽约大学的这个校区。
The buildings all around it are owned by the school.
那在这个公园的附近的大楼都是纽约大学拥有的。
Let me go one more. So just kind of 2 different seasons.
你可以看到这不同的季节所呈现出来的美景。
Yeah. So these 2 pictures were also taken during my first year of college.
那我是在不同的时间拍摄同样的这样背景的照片。在第1年的时候，在大1的时候。
And I want to touch first on my first idea about identity.
我想要借着这个来描述一下这个我们的身份的认定。
So being in college, entering college, you need to kind of you get to choose who you want to be.
你刚到大学，你想要表达出你是什么样的人，你就可以选择自己要怎么样去在第1年刚进去没有人认识你的时候。
You choose who you hang out with.
那你可以选择你的朋友，你要跟谁一起出去成为朋友。
You choose to go to church.
那你也可以选择你想去的教会。
You choose to read the Bible.
那你可以选择要不要读经。
And you also choose if you want to know more about who God is.
那你也可以选择说，我是不是在这个阶段我要来更认识我的神。
And for me, it's no longer the religion of my parents.
那对我来讲呢，这个信仰不再是我父母的信仰，因为我独自在大学。
I had to choose myself to wake up in the morning to go to church.
那我每个礼拜天，我要决定我自己是不是要起床去教会敬拜。
Sometimes it was hard.
有时候是不太容易的。
So in many ways, we can think about it as creating your own identity.
其实，在这个过程，我就发现我在成长，在大学第一年，我就开始有一个身份的形成跟认定。
But in God's kingdom, it's different.
在神的国里面，其实还有更不同的。
那是不同的。
在身份在神的国度里面所代表的意义是不同的。
Your identity is found in God.
因为你只有在神里面才会找到自己的身份。
Many times when you have to introduce yourself,
当你要介绍你自己向别人的时候
you start by saying, "Hi, I'm this person, and I study this."
你常常碰到其他同学，你说我叫什么名字，我主修什么。
The question is always about what you do.
很多时候我们所表达都是我们做了什么。
In our society, you are defined by what you do.
那在现今的社会里面，常常你是因为你的职业、你所做的去定义你是谁。
It's about what you produce and how much money you have.
你赚了多少钱？你到底你的生产工作程度怎么样？
But in God's kingdom, you are already a son and daughter of Christ.
在主里面，你已经是神的儿子，神的女儿。
It's unconditional.
不是，这是无条件的，不是因为你做了什么。
And many times we forget that. I forget that.
那很多时候，我会在我的学生生活里面忘记了这一点。
And I begin to construct my identity on what I did and what I achieved.
那我就开始去把我的所做过的，把它整理起来，来定义我自己。
And also how active I was in campus ministry.
那我也非常的活跃在学校的团契里面。
No, it also happened in my ministry.
OK， 所以以至于我用这样的心态去服侍。
And so at one point, I realized that, I felt fake.
当我用这样一个不正确的心态去服侍以后，我发现我好像变成有点虚假了。
I felt like I was just going to church, so I could be seen as a good Christian.
那我慢慢觉得有时候我的动机变成说，让大家看到我出现在教会，然后我是一个好的基督徒。
I felt like my prayers were just prayers so that I could, feel good about myself.
以至于甚至有些时候我在这样祷告的聚会里面，我祷告是因为我要让别人看到我是属灵的。
And I use this to make myself feel good and to, pretend that I never had to fix myself.
我用这些属灵的活动来让自己觉得很不错。
And I became caught up with my academic successes and all these activities that I forgot to, I forgot the reason why I was in college.
那以至于我让这些所谓的属灵的现象、成功的现象被走在当中，在这个忙碌中就迷失了。我忘记初衷，我来到这个学校当学生的一个初衷，最初的初心是什么？
So throughout the years in college,
在这过去的4年里，
God reminded me that it's about Him.
神不断的提醒我， 我来这里是因为他。
This was taken in my second year of college.
那接下来在我第2年的时候，这就是我所经历的。这个照片就是我照的，对不起。
This is the picture of the Westminster Abbey in London.
这是伦敦的西敏寺。
I had the opportunity to go to study abroad in my second year.
在第2年，我有几个月时间到了英国去学习。
This was a time away from my fellowship.
在这段时间，我离开了我纽约的团契。
And this is a moment where I had to really decide, and spend my own alone time with God.
This is. 那也在这样英国的这样独自的一个求学的生活里面，让我决定我要好好的花时间在主里。
And the more I began to realize that the reason why I was there, why I'm here living, is because I'm called to know who God is and to make Him known.
那我在那段安静的时间，在那求学的过程，我真正的明白我为什么有这个生命活在这里，完全是因为我是神所召，而且是我要传扬他的名。
I will 认识神。
我要更认识神。我在这今生今世，我要在这个用这一生一世来认识神。
And so when I began to put God first in all that I did, I felt the favor of God rest upon me.
当我重新高举主摆在第一位的时候，我发现神的恩宠就在我的生活里面。
So moving to my third year of college,
在我第3年的大3的生活里
I wanted to touch on the theme of God's faithfulness and God's grace.
我现在要分享神的信实和恩典。
And so there's a difference between mercy and grace.
怜悯跟恩典是不一样的。
Mercy is when we deserve something, like punishment.
其实怜悯的发生是因为我们本来应该是受刑罚的，
But we don't, God doesn't give it to us.
但神没有照我们应该受的刑罚来惩罚我们。
And grace is when we don't deserve something, like a blessing.
那恩典是什么？我们本来不配得的，
But God gives it to us. And so this is a picture of the Freedom Tower.
这就是在911发生的重建的这个叫 Freedom Tower， 就是现在的以前的世贸中心附近。
And during this third year, I was able to visit this building.
我第3年大3的时候有机会去参观这个新盖好的建筑。
I met a CEO.
我遇见到一个执行长。
And a lot of different opportunities I experienced.
所以在那个过程里面，我经历到神很多的供应的机会。
But through this whole experience,
我看到
like, or through this time,
在那段时间，
especially meeting, these influential people,
我见到很多非常有影响力的重要人物。
and also during the times when I had to have exams,
特别是在我需要面对我的考试的时候，
I felt like I was never qualified.
我常常在预备考试的时候，我觉得我预备好像没办法去达到那个标准。
I would ask God, why me?
那时候我会觉得说，我已经力不能胜了，为什么你选我呢？
I don't deserve this.
我根本配不上这个。
And yet, by God's grace,
但是靠着神的恩典，
I had these opportunities and I did well.
我在不同的机会都表现得很好。
And I was respected by my peers and my professors.
我的教授跟我的同学都非常尊敬我。
需要。再来一个。And so this is a picture from a newspaper article.
这是一个报纸上的报道的照片。
It was I think a Cantonese
是在一个
newspaper.
广东人的人群啊。
日报，就是 newspaper.
啊，广东人报纸《苹果日报》。
I'm in the black in the gray pants.
哦，他是在最靠这边这个Daniel 在里面。
And in the middle there is a famous Chinese American rapper.
在中间的那个是一个非常有名的，在这里很有名的一个美国美籍华人的这个 rapper， 就是
He's called MC Jin.
饶舌歌手，他叫 MC
Jin.
MC Jin。
And all the other guys are a bunch of people from my fellowship.
那其他的这几位都是我们团契的基督徒朋友。
And out of everyone in the audience, we were the ones who were chosen to go up there.
就在所有这么多的人里面，我们被选去台上去做这个，是这样吗
Yeah.
OK， 选去台上表演。
And being up there on stage with MC Jin was really an experience because he had his life transformed by God, and him able to share this experience with us was something that really encouraged me.
所以这个 rapper 这个说嘻哈歌手呢，他也是一个基督徒，对
Yeah.
对，他也是个基督徒。那我在这样与他同台这样表演，我觉得这是一个非常有意义对我一个基督徒的生命。
So I really related to him because, like him, he wasn't a Christian before, or the reason why there's similarity, or I felt related to him, or felt a connection with him, is because
我为什么特别对他这个人有认同？就是他原来不是基督徒，然后怎样的被大能的转变的一个过程。
Before he was Christian, he sought, riches. He sought success. He sought all these worldly things.
在他成名之后，还没有成为主的门徒之前，他看过了许多丰盛财富，在他都有。
Yeah, he had everything.
他有所有人所想望的一切。
But then he gave up everything for God.
但最后他决定把这些都放在主的脚前。
And so I want to end with this photo of me in my graduation gown.
那我就是当我毕业的时候，我又用这张照片，是我毕业的时候照的一张大四毕业的时候照的照片。
I graduated magna cum laude.
我是得到一种叫做，就是被一个特殊奖赏的一个毕业生。
And also received department honors.
我也是我的部门里面得到最高的一个荣誉。
My next step is going to Columbia for an MA in American Studies.
那我下一步是要去哥伦比亚大学念硕士，念这个美国研究。
And I know for a fact
我真正的知道
that is only by God's grace and provision that I can have this opportunity.
那因为神的恩典跟他的供应，我才可能进到这样的一个好的学校的
I know that I am unworthy and unqualified.
那我知道我不是配的，我也没有这样的资格。
But God qualifies me.
但神让我成为配的。
And so the point I want to take away, I want to give to you guys is the fact that, God is faithful when we are not.
我想要让大家知道，我们纵然失信，神仍然是可信的。
And God's grace and favor is unconditional.
神的恩典恩宠是没有条件。
And lastly, that there is a supernatural confidence when you place your identity in God.
当你真正把你的认定和身份放在主神里面的时候，你有一个超自然的信心在里面涌出。
Thank you.
谢谢。我也是第一次听哦。 很多没听过的。